relations. A relation means let A and B be any two non-empty sets. Any subset of A cross B, that is Cartesian product, is called a relation from A to B. Let us see with an example. Let us consider A is equal to 1, 2, 3. Isn't it? B is equal to, what we can take is A comma B. What is A cross B? Cartesian product A cross B is, Cartesian product A cross B is 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, 3A, and 3B. We already discussed what is Cartesian product in earlier classes. So this is Cartesian product between A and B. This A cross B contain how many elements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 3 into 2. N of A is equal to 3, N of B is equal to 2. A cross B contains 6 elements. How many subsets we can have in A cross B means 2 power mn. Number of elements in A is m, number of elements in B is n. 2 power mn subsets can be created. Any subset of A cross B is called a relation from A to B. So a relation from A to B, or can I write it as 1 comma A? Since 1 comma A is subset of A cross B, or is a relation, from A to B, Another element. For each A belongs to A, B belongs to B, A or B, this is also another notation. That is R1, shall I write into R1? Another subset is 1 comma A, 2 comma B, 3 comma B. Right? This is another subset of A cross B, which is called a relation from A to B. If you take a relation as a pi, which is subset of A cross B, then it is called a void relation. Null set, null relation, void relation. If I take R as A cross B itself, which is subset of A cross B, then it is called a universal relation. In types of relation, what is a reflexive relation? Which relation is called as a reflexive relation? A relation on set A is said to be reflexive if for each A comma A belongs to R, A comma A belongs to R. Reflexive if A comma A belongs to R for each A belongs to A. Is it clear? If you take suppose A is 1, 2, 3. Example, if it is clear, then you can understand it. Then I create a relation from A to A. This relation is said to be reflexive when 1 is there, I must have 1 comma 1. 2 is there in A, I must have 2 comma 2. 3 is there in the set A, then 3 comma 3 must be there. If any one of this is missing, then it's not a reflexive relation. For each A belongs to A, you have to understand, for each A belongs to A, 1, 2, 3. For each element, we must have a relation A comma A. Right? 1, 1 comma 1. For 2, 2 comma 2. 3, 3 comma 3. You can have different elements also, but these elements are compulsory. Can you give an example again for the reflexive relation? Yes, 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 3 comma 1, 2 comma 1, 2 comma 3 comma 3. Is it reflexive? Yes, it's a reflexive relation. Since for 1 there is 1 comma 1, for 2 there is 2 comma 2, for 3 there is 3 comma 3. It is a irreflexive relation. A relation on set A is reflexive if A comma A not belongs to R, for each A belongs to A. Suppose A is 1, 2, 3. R1 is this reflexive, isn't it? This is reflexive. R1 intersection R is equal to pi, then this R is called irreflexive. Is it clear? So it should not contain 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So for each A belongs to A comma A not belongs to R, then it is said to be irreflexive relation. What is meant by symmetric relation? What is meant by asymmetric relation? Look here, a relation R on set A is said to be symmetric if A comma B belongs to R implies B comma A belongs to R. If B comma A belongs to R, then A comma B belongs to. Suppose if I consider A as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, how many subsets I can create from A cross A? Cartesian product. How many subsets can be created from the A cross B product means 2 power 9. 3 into 3 total 9. A cross B contains 9 elements. Subsets is 2 power 9. Among 2 power 9 subsets, which relation is called as a symmetric relation? That's our question. So how symmetric relation is defined? If you take a relation as 1 comma A1, then 1 comma 1 is A comma B, then B comma A is 1 comma 1, self-symmetric, right? If I take 1 comma 2, there must exist 2 comma 1. If I write into 1 comma 3, there must exist 3 comma 1. If I write into 2 3, then 3 2 must be present. This relation is symmetric? Yes. Yes, this is a symmetric relation. Right. What is a asymmetric relation? A relation is said to be asymmetric if for the A comma B belongs to R, there will not be B comma A belongs to R. Shall I write in the A is 1 2 3 set? I write in the set on A, or is a relation on A which is not in the symmetric. 1 comma 2, there is no 2 comma 1. 1 comma 3, there is no 3 comma 1. 2 comma 3, there is no 3 comma 2. This relation is called asymmetric relation. What is meant by symmetric relation? What is a symmetric relation? What is the reflexive relation? What is the irreflexive relation? Is it clear? Next, what is the transitive relation? What is a transitive relation? A relation on set A is said to be transitive if and only if A comma B belongs to R and B comma C belongs to R, that implies A comma C belongs to R. Is it clear? AB is in R. Then there exists AB is there, no? AB. Second element is B. Then BC exists in R. Certainly there must be A comma C in R. Then only we say that it is transitive relation. Suppose I create the A 1 2 3 as set. I create a relation. Shall I call it as a transitive? You have to say 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 1 minute. Anti-symmetric relation. A comma B belongs to R and B comma A not belongs to R. Implies A is equal to B, then R is said to be anti-symmetric. Suppose if A is less than or equal to B, if less than or equal to is taken, A is less than or equal to B. B is less than or equal to A, less than or equal to is symbol taken. From these two, what you will conclude? There is only one opportunity, then A is equal to B. Therefore, such type of relation, less than or equal to, is called an anti-symmetric relation. Is it clear? Right. What is meant by identity relation? Identity relation. What is meant by identity relation? Identity relation means for each A belongs to A comma A belongs to R. Only A comma A belongs to R. For each A belongs to A or A is identity relation. Identity relation. Suppose if I consider A 1 2 3, this relation, identity relation, is defined as 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3. This is a identity relation. Is it clear? Identity relation means 1 1 2 2 3 3. If I write 1 3, then it becomes reflexive. If some other thing is added, then it becomes reflexive. Identity means only 1 1 2 2 3 3 will be present. More than these elements, if any other element is present, it is not identity relation. It comes under reflexive relation. Is it clear? Right. What is meant by equivalence relation? Equivalence relation. What is meant by equivalence relation? a relation which is reflexive, transitive and symmetric is said to be equivalence relation. So when we called it as a equivalence relation, R is said to be equivalence relation if R is reflexive, symmetric and then transitive. Then only we say that it's a equivalence relation. Identity relation is always an equivalence relation, isn't it? Identity relation, I wrote 1 1 2 2 3 3, this is reflexive. 1 1 2 2 3 3 is reflexive. 1 1 is taken 1 a comma b, b comma a comma b, b comma a comma b, b comma a, so it's symmetric. 1 1 again 1 1, b comma c is 1 1, again c comma a is 1, therefore it is transitive. So it is an equivalence relation, isn't it? Reflexive, symmetric and transitive, therefore it is called an equivalence relation. Any relation, if it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, then it is called as a equivalence relation. Is it clear? A relation on R is reflexive, antisymmetric and transitive, then it is called partial order relation. Is it clear? A relation on R is reflexive, antisymmetric and transitive, then it is called a partial order relation. Now we have to find the number of reflexive relations, number of symmetric relations, number of transitive relations. Important points: if n of a is equal to n, then number of reflexive relations. So number of reflexive relations, I give you a formula, note down: 2 power n square minus n. What is n? Number of elements in A. Number of relations on A to A are taken, then among the relations the number of reflexive relations is 2 power n square minus n. How many number of relations can be formed? 2 power n square, 2 power mn, that is 2 power n square. Number of reflexive relations is 2 power n square minus n. Is it clear? So number of symmetric relations, note on the formula, it is 2 power n square plus n by 2, or you can write it as, for comfortable, n into n plus 1 by 2. Number of relations not symmetric, you have to subtract the symmetric from total. Total is 2 power n square minus 2 power n into n plus 1 by 2. Is it clear? Which are not symmetric. Not symmetric means total minus symmetric is number of not symmetric relations. Next, number of relations which are both reflexive and symmetric. Both reflexive and symmetric is 2 power n into n minus 1 by 2. This is 2 power n into n minus 1. This is 2 power n into n minus 1. Both the reflexive and symmetric. Now, number of relations that are symmetric but not reflexive. So you subtract 2 power n into n plus 1 by 2 is there, no? From this you subtract 2 power n into n minus 1 by 2. Symmetric relation, from symmetric relation, if you subtract the both reflexive and symmetric, then we will get the which are symmetric but not reflexive. Okay, is it clear? Symmetric but not reflexive. So but not reflexive is 2 power n into n plus 1 by 2 minus 2 power n into n minus 1 by 2. Is it clear? Right. Let us discuss problems on the relations. The relation R is defined like this: 1 1 2 2 3 3. On set A is equal to 1 2 3. Is it reflexive, transitive, symmetric or equivalence? That is the question. Which among the following is correct? So 1 1 2 2 3 3 is there. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3. Therefore, reflexive, according to definition of reflexive, R is correct. It's a reflexive relation. Transitive. First of all, look into symmetric. 1, 1 is there. AB, BA. AB, BA. AB self. Therefore, it is symmetric. 1, 1, AB, BC, CA also same. Therefore, it's a transitive. Therefore, what type of relation it is? So, if it is reflexive, transitive and symmetric, it's satisfying all these three. Therefore, it's an equivalence relation. So, reflexive, symmetric and transitive, all the three conditions get satisfied. It is called as a equivalence relation. Is it clear? Right. Second problem. Look into the problem. R is equal to 3, 3, 6, 6, 9, 9, 12, 12, 6, 12, 3, 9, 3, 12, 3, 6. Be a relation on set A 3, 6, 9, 12. Then the relation is. Look here. First we go for reflexive. 3 is there, 3, 3 is there, 6, 6, 6, 9, 9, 9, 12, 12, 12. So I consider it is reflexive. Only reflexive is there, yes. Reflexive and symmetric is there. In reflexive lies in equivalence. Reflexive and symmetric, reflexive and transitive. Let us go for symmetric. So till here AB, BA are over. And now we go for 6, 12. Is that 12, 6? For 6, 12, there must be 12, 6. Therefore, it is not a symmetric. Symmetric fails, isn't it? Next, go for transitive. 6, 12, 12, 3, 12, 6, 12 is there. No problem. 3, 9, 9 something, 9, 9. 6, 12, 12, 12, 6, 12, isn't it? AB, BC, AC. So it's satisfied. If you take 3, 9, 3, 9, 9, 9, 3, 9, yes, it gets satisfied. AB, BC, AC. And then 3, 12, 12, 12, 3, 12. Right, it gets satisfied with the 3, 12. 3, 6, 6, 6, 3, 6. Yes, it's a transit. So it is reflexive and transitive. Reflexive and transitive. Is it clear? 3, 3 is self-transitive. 6, 6, 9, 9, 12, 12 is self-transitive. For 6, 12, there exists 12, 12. AB, BC exists, and then AC is nothing but AB itself. AB is there, and then if there exists BB, then we have to find whether there is AB or not. There is AB. AB, BB, then for transitive will get into AB itself. So two elements, AB, BB, it's enough. That becomes transitive. While defining a transitive relation, I explained that. Is it clear? So it is a reflexive and a transitive. Look into this problem. Let R L denote the set of all straight lines in a plane. L is straight lines in a plane. Let a relation R defined on L by X or Y. R X comma Y is a relation such that X is perpendicular to Y. X comma Y, there is a lies in or nothing but lines that lies in a plane. Then what is R? What type of relation is R? X or Y means it's a relation from X to Y, right? X, how XY is defined? It's X is perpendicular to Y. If I take A comma B, A belongs to X and B belongs to Y, A is perpendicular to B. If I take AA, X, A comma A is perpendicular to A. Is it correct? I consider these two lines. This A, this A. Is these two perpendicular? No. 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 A is perpendicular to A is meaningless. Therefore, it's not reflexive. Next, shall I go for another example? A comma B. A is, now it is, A is perpendicular to B. This is B. This is the line B. A is perpendicular to B. If I say that the B is perpendicular to A, is it correct? B is perpendicular to A. A is perpendicular to B is perpendicular to A. Therefore, it is symmetric. Is it clear? So, A is perpendicular to B is perpendicular to A is correct. First one, A comma A. If you taking A for each A belongs to X, A comma A, condition X is perpendicular to Y, that is A is perpendicular to A, fails. Therefore, it's not reflexive. That is the explanation for reflexive, not reflexive. Symmetric, yes, A is perpendicular to B is perpendicular to A is correct. Next, transitive, A is perpendicular to B, A is perpendicular to B is perpendicular to some C. Will A be perpendicular to C? No, fails. It's not transitive. Since it's reflexive, symmetric and transitive, then only it becomes equivalence. Therefore, it is not reflexive, not transitive, there is no case of equivalence. Therefore, it's only symmetric. Is it clear? Let A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and R is equal to X comma Y such that X comma Y belongs to A and X plus Y is equal to 5. Then R is what type of relations? Since A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I define R like this. X comma Y must be elements from A. X plus Y is equal to 5. Can you give the values? 1, 4, so that the sum is 5, 4, 1, then 2, 3, 3, 2. Is there any other? No. So now with this relation, is it reflexive? By looking into it, you can confirm. Since 1 is there, 1 comma 1 is not there, there ends the matter. It's not reflexive. So options not reflexive are there. Next, we go for the symmetric. 1, 4 is there. For this, there is 4 comma 1, AB, BA. If I consider this as AB, this becomes BA. So it is symmetric. It is symmetric. So not symmetric. Symmetric is there. Not symmetric. Not symmetric. These two not option. So answer is this. Let us look into this. We have to confirm they are not transitive. Look here. 1, 4. 4, 1 is there. AB, BC. 1, 1 is not there. 1, 1 is not present. Since AB is there and BC is there, AC is not present. Therefore, it's not reflexive. It's not, transitive. It's not transitive. So, answer is not reflexive according to definition. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5 is not present. And then symmetric, since it's a symmetric according to definition AB, BA. For each element AB, there exists BA. For 1, 4, 4, 1, for 4, 1, 1, 4, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3 is present. Therefore, it's symmetric. For transitive, AB present, BC present, then AC must be there. AC is not there. Therefore, it's not a transitive. Is it clear? So, answer is not reflexive, not transitive, but symmetric. Next, look here. Let n belongs to Z. R is a relation defined on Z. Relation defined on Z as X or Y. X minus Y is divisible by N. So R is a relation. How shall I write it in this set builder form? X comma Y such that X minus Y is divisible by N for each X comma Y belongs to Z, where by N that belongs to Z, right? N belongs to Z plus, that is positive integer given, right? Let us do for, consider X comma Y. If X is equal to A, Y is equal to A, isn't it? Then I go for symmetric. This A minus A is divisible by N. 0 is divisible by N. Any number, 0 is divisible by any number. Therefore, I consider this as reflexive. Is it correct? A comma A, for each for any element, if you take in relation 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4 like that, A minus A is divisible by N is correct. Therefore, I consider this as reflexive relation. So, right, next. For X is equal to A and Y is equal to B, I consider A comma B. Set. This implies A minus B is divisible by N. Suppose if you divide, we get an integer as P. A minus B. by n as P, this implies A minus B is equal to Pn. What about B minus A? If A minus B is divisible by n, certainly B minus A is divisible by n. B minus A means some integer, so we'll get, when you divide into n, if you get an integer, then certainly you will get it is divisible by minus n also. Is it clear? Right. So here what you can consider, it is symmetric. It is symmetric. If A minus B is divisible by n, certainly B minus A is also divisible by n, where the values are opposite in sign. Right. Next, if A comma B, B comma C exists such that A minus B is divisible by n. If it is divided by n, if we get into P, let us write it as A minus B is equal to NP, and B minus C is divided by n. If I take Q as a value, B minus C is equal to NQ. Then if you add A minus C is equal to n into P plus Q. So A minus C by n is equal to P plus Q. What we can conclude is it is a transitive. A minus C is also divided by n, giving some value. Since P and Q are existing values, P plus Q is also a value. Therefore, what we can conclude is it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Overall, it is an equivalence relation. That's our answer. Since it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, so it's an equivalence relation. Let R be a relation defined on set of real numbers A or B. R is a relation from A to B such that 1 plus AB is 1 plus AB greater than 0. Then R is a reflexive, symmetric, transitive and anti-symmetric equivalence relation. These are the options given. So if I consider A comma A belongs to R, to prove for reflexive, I taking A comma A belongs to R, then what is given? 1 plus A square greater than 0. Is it correct? Since whether it is negative or positive, A square is always positive, greater than or equal to 0. For all A belongs to R, A square is greater than or equal to 0. Isn't it? Therefore 1 plus A square is greater than 0. Therefore this becomes reflexive. Right. Let A comma B belongs to R. 1 plus AB is greater than 0, which implies, since if A is greater than 0, B is greater than 0, 1 plus AB greater than 0, certainly 1 plus BA, AB and BA values are same, this is also greater than 0. For A comma B belongs to R, there exists B comma A belongs to R satisfying the condition 1 plus AB greater than 0. Therefore, this is said to be symmetric. Isn't it? Therefore, let us consider A comma B belongs to R, B comma C belongs to R. Therefore, 1 plus AB is greater than 0, 1 plus BC is greater than 0. Let us take an example. A is equal to minus 1, B is equal to half, C is equal to 1. What happens? 1 plus AB, 1 plus minus 1 into half, that is 1 minus half, that is half greater than 0, that is correct. 1 plus 1 half, 1 plus 1 into half is half, 1 and half, that is greater than 0. What is 1 plus AC? 1 plus AC becomes 1 minus 1, that is equal to 0. Greater than 0 is not there, is equal to 0. This fails. Even if it fails, for an example, minus 1, half and 1 belongs to real numbers. R is a real number. R is a relation defined on set of real numbers. A comma B belongs to R. Therefore, it fails. Therefore, it's not a transitive. Not transitive. So, what's your answer? Reflexive and symmetric. That's your answer. If it is also transitive, then you might have answered as an equivalence relation. Right? Next. Go for this. S is a relation over the set of real numbers. Set of all real numbers, and it is given by A comma B belongs to S, implies and implied AB is greater than 0. Same type of problem. So for all A belongs to capital R plus, right? AB greater than 0, this implies A square is also greater than 0. A is negative, Again a negative, negative into negative becomes positive. If a is positive, again a is positive, a square is always positive. Therefore, I can consider this as reflexive. Isn't it? Right. Next, let us consider AB belongs to R. AB belongs to R. Therefore, AB is greater than 0. Relation of set into R plus A is positive, B is positive, greater than 0. That implies BA is also greater than 0. Since AB is greater than 0 means AB, BA values are same. Therefore, I consider this as symmetric. Is it correct? Right. I consider AB, BA, BC or two relation belongs to R. Whether AC belongs to R or not, we have to see. Isn't it? So, AB belongs to R, AB is greater than 0. BC belongs to R, BC greater than 0. A and B are R plus positive real numbers greater than 0. B plus C, BC is greater than 0. If AB is greater than 0, A and B are positive greater than 0. B and C are positive greater than 0. Certainly, A positive, B positive greater than 0. AB is greater than 0. B positive, C positive. If B is positive, certainly C must be positive. Therefore, BC is greater than 0. Therefore, if you took these two conditions, this condition AC, A is positive, C is positive, AC is greater than 0 is correct. Therefore, what we conclude is it is also transitive. So, what's your answer? It is symmetric, reflexive, and then transitive. Therefore, it's an equivalence relation. It's an equivalence relation. Clear? Next question. If R is equal to x comma y such that x comma y belongs to z, x square plus y square is less than or equal to 4 is a relation in the z. Z is an integer. Then domain of R is. So can we write in the values of x comma y in z? 0 comma plus or minus 1, 0 square plus 1 square, 0 square minus 1 square less than or equal to 4, 0 comma plus or minus 2, then plus or minus 1 comma 0, plus or minus 2 comma 0, 1 1 I can take, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 1. We can write into 0 comma 1, 0 comma minus 1 like that. These are this. The first elements is called domain. Second elements, the set of all second elements is range. So 0, if it is repeated also we'll take 1, plus 1, minus 1, plus 2, minus 2. These are the values lies in the domain of this relation. Isn't it? So answer is minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Is it clear? Right. Next we move on to next problem. If n of a is equal to 3, if n of a is equal to 3, the number of relations is number of reflexive relations. What is number of reflexive relations? Number of relations is 2 power n square. Number of reflexive relations is 2 power n into n minus 1. So answer is 2 power 3 into 3 minus 1, that is 2 power 6, isn't it? 3 into 3 minus 1, 3 minus 1 is 2, therefore 3 into 2 is 6. There is number of reflexive relations. If n of a is equal to 4, then number of reflexive relations is symmetric relations. Can you give me the number of not reflexive? If not reflexive relations are asked, what will do? Subtract not reflexive is equal to total minus reflexive relations. What is total? 2 power n square, 2 power 3 square minus 2 power 6 is 2 power 9 minus 2 power 6. That's answer. 2 power 6 if you take common, 2 power 3 minus 1, there is 2 power 6 into 2 power 3 is 8 minus 1, 7. There is a number of relations which are not reflexive. Is it clear? Right. N of a is equal to 4, then the number of symmetric relations. Number of symmetric relations formula Reflexive is 2n into n minus 1. Symmetric, number of symmetric relations is 2 power n into n plus 1 by 2. Number of symmetric relations is 2 power n into n plus 1 by 2. 2 power 4 into 4 plus 1 by 2, that is 2 power 10 is answer. If it is asked which are not symmetric, then you have to subtract from total number of relations, that is 2 power 16 minus 2 power 10, that is answer, right? Next problem, if n of a is equal to 5, then the number of relations which are both symmetric and reflexive. Formula, both symmetric and reflexive formula, 2 power n into n minus 1 by 2. Reflexive, n into n minus 1. Symmetric, n into n plus 1 by 2. Both symmetric and reflexive is 2 power n into n minus 1 by 2. 2 power 5 into 5 minus 1 by 2. That is 2 power 4 by 2 is 2. 5 into 2, 10. 2 power 10. Is it clear? Right? N of a is equal to 4. Then the number of relations on a that are not reflexive. Can you give me the number of relation not reflexive? 2 power n square minus 2 power n into n minus 1. There is number of reflexive relations. If you subtract it from number of total number of relations, then we will get into not reflexive relations. Not reflexive relation. Therefore, this becomes 2 power 16 minus 2 power 4 into 3, that is 12. So this becomes 2 power 12 into 2 power 4 minus 1 becomes 15. So our answer is 15 into 2 power 12. Right. If n of a is equal to 5, the number of relations on a that are not symmetric. Not symmetric. Symmetric is 2 power n into n plus 1 by 2. Not symmetric. Not symmetric means number of relations that are not symmetric is 2 power n square minus 2 power n into n plus 1 by 2. That is 2 power 25 minus 2 power 5 into 5 plus 1 by 2. 5 into 5 plus 1 by 2. So answer is 2 power 25 minus 2 power 15. So if you take common 2 power 15, you get into 2 power 10 minus 1. So not symmetric. Not symmetric is 2 power n square minus 2 power n into n plus 1 by 2. N is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 by 2 is 3. 5 3 is 15. N square is 5 square, that is 25. 2 power 25 minus 2 power 15. This can be written as 1024 minus 1, 1023 into 2 power 15. That's the answer. Antisymmetric